All right. Good morning. It is 5 o'clock. Pretty close to 5 on the dot. Maybe 5:02 or something like that. Nice and early. I got up at I don't know 4:20 or 4:40. 20 of 5 is when I got up. So I got up. Made the bed, got dressed, did all the usual stuff. Now I'm out here. So yeah, yesterday was a fantastic day for me. It was Sunday. I didn't get up crazy early. I got up at 6 or a little before, but that's all right. I still got a lot done, and it was my son Robbie's 16th birthday, so that was fun. That was nice and special. Yeah, it was a great day overall. I got things done business wise. I think my eyeballs were about to fall out yesterday because I spent the morning. I spent good 2 hours looking through photos on the PC on the laptop, or excuse me, on the PC. Just spent a couple hours just looking for photos for the website, just existing photos, and then I spent another 3 hours looking at my using, going through my phone, just looking at the phone, and I thought my eyes were gonna fall out. I deleted over 3,500 photos and videos off my phone. 3,500. That's a pretty crazy number. And I still have 6,000 photos and videos on the damn thing. It's like, man. So I deleted one third, and I still have, yeah. Oh geez, the majority of it is still videos. I mean, I've got over a terabyte of storage on the phone. I think it's like it's a 128 gig phone. I got the small one because the phone itself, uh, I've got a terabyte memory card in it. So pretty crazy that we can do that. Anyways, yeah. So it's a Note 20, and I have had issues with the making sure it's recording, which I'm gonna check in a minute. But anyways, it's a good phone other than that. And the backwards camera doesn't work, and sometimes doesn't want to focus perfectly, but it's a good phone. uh, anyways, so yeah, I had a lot of good family time yesterday. After I did all my morning stuff, I took Robbie to tennis, and while he was at tennis practice, I did what I normally do, which is I planned. I reflected for the week, planned for the week. Didn't finish my plan for the week though because I actually had to reflect on my mini milestone, which I think I mentioned yesterday, and then also um, I had to plan my new milestone for the next 3 weeks. So that's always it's actually exciting for me because I get to look back and say, hey, what did I get done? Where am I? And I try and be very critical, and I grade myself. What did I do out of 100%? And usually I'm in the 50 to 60% range. I'm pretty critical. I grade myself on, did I take action? I grade myself on, like action and focus, and you know, did I execute properly? There's a bunch of things I'll talk about it. I'll look at tomorrow a little more, but I kind of go through all those things and average it out pretty simply, and I do the same thing for the week to see where I'm at. See, and the reality is I have to stay more focused and centered on things on a day to day, so that's important. But regardless, I got a good hour and a half of planning in yesterday while he was at tennis because that's how long his practice is, and had to finish up a little bit. And last night I reflected on yesterday, but I didn't finish planning the week, which is all right. I mean, I wrote it out. I do a thing where I have a written plan, and then I have objectives, and then I have actions for each objective. So it's like it's very specific, and it helps me quite a bit because I have three objectives, and then I have for each objective I do three actions for the week. So I have 9 things that I want to focus on and crush for that week. Just very very specific, and that's 1 or 2 things a day. But each one of those 1 or 2 things can have three major things that have to happen to make those work. So, um, it can be sometimes a bit daunting, and sometimes people think, oh, that's not enough, but these are major things that I'm trying to get done. Um, writing a blog, some people maybe you can bang a blog out in 20, 30 minutes. I can't. I take quite a bit of time. Not just the idea is the easy part, it's the execution. You know what I mean? It's like the idea might be might be half a sentence long. It's like, okay, how does VR, or one sentence, like how does virtual reality work, play out with date night? or how does it, or how does virtual reality help people come out of their social, turtle shells, things like that. I just came up with that off the top of my head. But anyways, the point being, then you got to write it. And some people want to bang it out quick, or they might ask chat to do it, and or whatever, or ghostwriter AI or whatever, and they'll be happy with it. They'll let it spit it out, and they'll print it up. They'll throw a couple AI pictures. I do the AI pictures, but I'm pretty specific about the pictures. But anyways, the point is, it takes me a long time to do that. So I got a lot done yesterday with that sort of stuff, with planning and going through photos. I probably got a good 15 to 18 photos for the website that I can put up that are much better than what's there, which is just terrible. So I got that stuff done, and then started playing around with the phone editor, which is pretty cool. And before I keep going, I'm going to check to make sure that this phone is still recording. All right, so yeah, so I went and said I was going to go check the phone, make sure it's still recording. It was. I walked back, and it stopped recording 3 seconds later. So I rambled on for another 3 minutes. So, anyways, I don't even know what I rambled on about. Make myself laugh. So yeah, but anyways, so yeah, so I've got a lot to do today. I think I went and I was took all the stuff. I took all the videos off of my phone, and from there, you know, went and we went out to a late lunch, which was my breakfast. So like 1:30, went out to lunch, and then I went through all the photos, and then we from there my wife went and got Dominican food with my two older boys. So we had that, and then sang happy birthday, which was a lot of fun. My grandparents came over. That was great. They live right down the street. And from there, I was going to, we watched a little bit of a movie, not much, but then I was going to go up, watch the Celtics game with my friend. Like the second half, I was gonna read and then go watch the second half. But my grandfather said he was watching it, so I decided I don't get a lot of time to spend with him, so I figured I'd go watch it with him, which is great, But it's amazing. My grandparents are in their late 80s. My grandfather's gonna be 89 this summer, and yes, it was good. It was good to go out and spend time with him, and I ended up I got back late. It was 10:45 or something like that when I got back. And then I did a little bit of reflecting on the day, and I planned for today. I didn't finish the plan for the week, which I will finish, but I already know what I have to do. So I'm not really concerned about it. I'm going to finish that up this afternoon. I know it. I know it has to be done this week, which is, dial in the social media and get this damn website going, up and running. And this is the only day this week actually that I'm not going to be going into Boston. Every day this week, I'm pretty sure I have to be in Boston. Even like I have groups Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we have a group, but Johnny is gonna go to his orientation for an overnight for Wentworth, so I'm gonna drive him in, and then we stay for a few hours in the morning, and then from there we take off, and I'll probably head home after that. But I'm still there all morning, right? I have to leave here at 8:30. He wants to be there early. We got to be there between 9 and 9:45, so he wants to be there early. Anyways, so a lot of stuff to do this week, not a lot of time to do it. Um, Same as last week, it's there's distractions, but you have to stay focused. You have to stay centered, and that's really what I got. That's really what I need to dial in. So, I got to make a schedule for every day of the week. Like what I'm gonna be posting on social media, what I'm gonna be talking about, what I'm gonna be blogging about, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, let me just check this camera again. So it is. I got to look that up and see why it keeps stopping recording. It's randomly stopped. Sometimes it stops at 30 seconds in, 6 minutes in, 9 minutes in, whatever it is. Stupid. So, yeah, what I want to do is, like everyone thinks, you start thinking about VR headsets and stuff, and it's just like it doesn't it's like that's boring. That's not the only thing you can blog about. You know what I mean? There's so many other things. There's the venue. There's building the venue. There's the hardware. There's the software. There's the modifications that we make. There's the other technology we use, like 3D printers, like AI, things like that. There's social interactions. There's all these different aspects. Everything I can blog about, I can turn into social media posts. So that's what I want to do. I want to kind of make it a little kind of make it much more well rounded. Where it's like I'm kind of going at different things. There's the business side of it. There's all these different things that I can add in, and that's what I intend to do. So yeah. So yeah, it was a beautiful night last night, and it rained all day, and then it got nice and beautiful, clear, starry sky out, and I'm sitting there, it's kind of interesting looking up at the stars and just standing out back for a few minutes. I got home late; it was like 10:45. Staring up at the stars in the sky, and the moon was like crescent. It was just setting. Actually, it was like way over in the sky behind me over here, and I could see it through the trees setting. It was pretty cool looking. But looking up, I'm thinking, man, you know, if like if you don't believe in a higher power, I don't know what to tell you. Um, a friend of mine's a programmer, and he doesn't. He says he doesn't believe in a higher power necessarily, but he said, looking at the solar eclipse, a couple months ago, something, or a few weeks ago. It was a couple months now. But looking at that, he said, knowing the mathematical improbability of it, that's as close as he gets to saying that there is a God. And you don't have to say there's a God, but there is a higher power. If you don't believe in that, if you don't believe there's a higher power, there's a higher purpose, you're gonna have a real struggle to find meaning and to get further in life and to be a better person. And that's just the truth. You have to look around you, look inside of you. It's like everything screams that there's something bigger than all of us. Everything, and there's just no doubt about it. And you so many people go through life with blinders on, and I was one of those people for a long time, not necessarily saying there is no God, but just not acknowledging it and being aware of it, and that that there's a higher power, that something is bigger than us, that that created this, for us. And your experience is your own. Everyone experiences this differently, and it's part of consciousness. But that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, yeah, you have to have that higher power. You have to believe in something different and bigger and than you. It's not you. It's there's bigger. There's more, and we're all connected. And so, anyways, on that note, hopefully this camera didn't stop rolling again, and I am gonna get to my day because I got stuff to do, and it's now getting late. So it's almost 5:25. So, anyways, till tomorrow. Hopefully, you have a wonderful day. Peace.